welcome along and welcome back to Attingham Park. We have successfully completed the harvest. All of our fields are gathered in, and we're now working our way down to seeing how profitable the farm is at the end of this series. So we've got 6 more episodes left, including this one. We're going to try and get the winter wheat planted before this series ends. I want to get that done. I want to get the fields prepared as much as possible, but the big thing we want to start doing here is beginning to sell things off. Now, you might notice that we are down to just £17. We are using Follow Me at the moment, which of course is eating into that as well. But hopefully, by the time we get down to this field, we won't have run out of money. So we'll be able to get the Follow Me down here. We're going to fill a trailer full of bales up and then go and sell that. So get the bales that we have on this field sold. And that should give us enough money to start getting the mulching, or to get the mulching completed on the sorghum fields. So let's take this off hard worker. We're down to just £14. It is really quite low. I am so pleased that we managed to get everything harvested. It was close, but we managed to get it done. So really pleased with that. Really pleased with how everything's gone. And we have a ton of crops to sell at the end of this year. If we have a look at our stock check here, we've got 158,000 litres of wheat, 123,000 litres of sorghum, and 72,000 litres of canola. And the top values of this, well, that will take us well over 250,000, which is brilliant because that's going to go a very long way to paying off the nearly £600,000 loan we have. On top of that, we also have a ton of straw to get to sell as well. That's worth about 84,000 total. Price isn't great at the moment, but we do need to give ourselves a bit of a boost. And I've never been one to worry too much about selling off straw when the price isn't necessarily at its best. So let's take our stack of bales here and get them sold. Now, somebody did point out in the comments for Sunday's video that maybe we should have put them in the shed. And yes, possibly we should have. That might have been a good place for them. But I was trying to get them stacked up here, and they don't actually diminish in FS22. There's no bale withering as you if you leave the bales out in the rain. So it wasn't a huge problem, and they wouldn't wither as much as seasons in FS19 had them withering anyway, for just leaving them out in a little bit of rain. So I'm not too worried about it. I think it was still fitting with things fairly well, and we have a good opportunity to get a quick sale here. So I want to get these loaded up, and then I want to clear the rest of this field off. The wheat fields will be, I think it's sorghum to wheat, wheat to canola. So these fields here should be canola, but that doesn't fit. Thinking about it. It should be wheat to sorghum, sorghum to canola, and canola to wheat. So if we're looking at getting the winter wheat seeded, it should really be the canola fields that we're concentrating on getting mulched. So I'm going to finish off field 14, get that finished off being mulched, and then I think what we'll have to do is turn our attention to the fields that were canola this year, and the first one of those is going to be field 12B. So we'll have a look at that, see if we can get that mulching today, and see if we can make a load of money off a load of straw bales. I've got the first row done, and now I'm going to try and get the second. This tractor can just about reach up here. In fact, I can do that like that. Whoa, no, pull it down. No, that's going to take the whole stack. So yeah, I need to get a little bit lower down in the bale. Whoa. So you can see here I'm fairly high up in the bale. It's not quite got enough reach with this. So we get the header or the front loader and the bale spike really low in the bales. Back it up, and then that gives us the clearance we need. Can we get it on the other side with this? I think I have to normally... Yeah, you can see our front loader will catch the side there, so we'll put that down there like so. And then the next one will pop around the other side of the trailer and get on there. 4 high is pushing it a little bit, but we've done it before and been okay. So let's get this really low into this. And then that will go on top. This will be a good sale. We'll get probably about 20,000 off this. We might get 40,000 off the whole field, which would be really good. I mean, that would get us nicely started here and allow us to move on the farm for these last few weeks. That is not the straightest piece of loading, though. So we'll back that. Whoa, we'll back that off. Now I'm trying this without actually strapping any of these bales down, which is risky as anything. What I will do is as soon as we got this stack on and finish stacking those, then we'll strap these down. And those are strapped on. And that means I'm not undoing straps and redoing them. This is sort of the next stage in me trying to get my stacking skills up. If I can stack onto the trailer without the particular row or the particular column that I'm building and stacking being strapped down, that's sort of next level control for me. So we're having a go at that. This may not be successful, and it may end up with a bale explosion. So I want to see if it's possible to do it. Also, doing this gets me better at the bale stacking challenge, which if you well, at FarmCon last weekend, there were some members of the FSL teams who were doing in fact, the fastest time was sub 1 minute, and that is just crazy. So yeah, I want to get my bale stacking skills up. I think we're going to have a permanent FSL server with the bale stacking up in a little while, so that if people want to go and have a go on that, they're going to be able to. But that was really, really cool. That I saw at the weekend. Lots of really cool stuff I saw at the weekend. Lots of stuff that is going to be coming in the next few months. That is going to be really cool. So keep an eye out here. Of course, this week I'm hoping that our new roleplay will start on Saturday. So we keep an eye out for that, and I will keep you posted. But yes, we're going to start our new roleplay. While we continue the final few episodes on this series, and then hopefully in the next few weeks we're going to be bringing Court Farms on with the new Start From Scratch series that I'm really, really looking forward to. This up and around. I'm also going to be, if you want to discuss all the things that were announced at FarmCon this weekend, I will be streaming tonight over on Twitch. So that's Tuesday evening from 8:30 p.m. So come and join me there, and we'll discuss everything, because there is some really cool stuff coming, and I think it's going to be really cool what we're going to have going on. And also, I met some really cool people there. A few of them you may know, and yeah, they were awesome. So FarmCon was cracking this year. We have almost got our trailer full of straw here. Bring this round and in. Yeah, like that. And oh, come on up, come on up. There we are. That is moving about a bit, but that is all on there. So now we can leave this tractor down here. We'll also turn the lights off, as well as the engine. So lights off. Right. Let's take our Massey Ferguson 6S, head down to our Bale sell point, and see if we can't make some money to get the farm fully working today. This isn't the prettiest stack of bales that I've ever brought down here, but it is at least going to get things moving today. We have actually had a little bit of an injection of cash. That is from our fishing rights that we have down the bottom. So let's bring this into here and back it up into the sail shed. Normally we make about 20,000 from dropping these off and doing this. We have no need actually for any of the bales that we created on the farm this year. They're purely a little bit of extra income from our wheat fields. Oh no. And off, and off, and off, and off. 13,000, 15. Okay, that's reasonable. We got 16,617, so about 16,000 off that in total. I'm pleased with that. We'll go and grab another load to get ourselves up to 36,000, but now we can get our other Massey Ferguson 6S repaired and get it started on doing some mulching for us. I would really love to get a whole load of winter canola in this year if I could, but the planting window for that closes at the end of this month, and we'd have to get whichever fields we wanted to do that on. Well, we'd need to get them mulched, and we'd need to get some sort of manure or slurry on them, and we have a ton of slurry at the moment. And yeah, I just don't think there's enough time to turn that around. Let's repair that tractor. That is good. That was the big reason I need the bales. This, though, needs to go and complete field 14 before we can get it started on probably field 12B, I think. Now, I think I got this at the end of a row. So let's bring up the overall, and yeah, it's going to be going down the bottom end over here. So let's unfold, and that will then bring it into place. We can then bring it around the end here, and yeah, we must have finished the end of this row and then brought it back to the farm last night, I think. So bring this into here. And we could possibly get this field full of canola. That might work. But that is working, and away. Let's turn it back onto the blue so we can see where it's going. And yeah, we'll leave that going. In the meantime, we'll take this tractor back down to field 13 here. And there's still quite a few bales on this field. I actually have 2 that I left over there. In fact, 4 that I left over there looking at that. So we'll pick them up on the way past. But we'll start from this side of the field and start gathering up the bales over here. There's one up the top of the field, so we'll go and grab that. Into there. And grab this one up the top. Just sort of dropping down gears to get up that hill. We're having a lot of blocked by an object. You can see the Massey actually just through the tree line there. These trees seem to be causing it to have issues with turning. We have this on field 6 sometimes. It just can't seem to get round the corners without hitting or running into a tree. And I can't seem to navigate around them. There it goes. So that's sorted that out. And I can get back to stacking these bales and getting them on the trailer. Straw bales are both a blessing and a curse. They're great at allowing you to eke out a little bit of extra cash from your grain crops, which tend to be not quite as well paying as... like the canola and the sunflowers and the sorghum and soybeans. And at the same time, they cause you all this extra work. Now, you can go and get a bale stacker, and that does speed things up, admittedly. But they tend to be a lot more expensive than a tractor and trailer and bale fork. You end up shelling out a lot more, and it makes them a little bit less profitable. But of course, it's the old argument of time versus money, and if you want to invest less money and do it manually like I am here, you're gonna end up spending more time, as is always the case. This is going on here. I think we have enough space on this trailer to fit all of the remaining bales on this field. It's been fairly good for that. How many is that? It's going to be 6, 12. We're looking at yeah, we're looking at 12 bales, so 24 bales in total off this field. That is pretty awesome. That is a good amount, and as I said, we're looking at about 32,000, sorry, in total as a result. Selling it now, we could make a little bit more if we waited a couple of months, but we are going to have a very hectic December selling off our crops on here. Just trying to see how much we're going to get to. I think some of our crops might have a best price in January. I'm hoping they're going to peak, though, in December this year, and we might actually be able to get something getting fairly close to the best price on there. I'm going to be keeping a very close eye on those crops. Come sale time, we've almost got our first 6 bales on here, and yeah, that's cleared off a big chunk of this field. Fact, I think we've only got 1 more bale actually sitting on the field. We've got 4 sitting off at the side, so we'll be about halfway to getting another level on here. Yeah, there's that bale over there, so let's go grab this. We'll take this down to the side of the field. I don't think there are any more kicking around on here, not that I can see. Anything out there? No, not by the looks of things. So we'll take this down to the side of the field here, because it is just a single bale. I was hoping there might... Oh, yeah, there is. They're over there. Look at that. That is perfect. So that will give us 6 more bales. So it's actually 24 we fit on here at a time, because it's 6 per side, which is 12 for a row. So, yeah, 24 in total. So that's nearly 50 bales. Yeah, 48 in total on a trailer. Or on 2 trailers. That's really, really cool. That's a large number of bales off this field. And yeah, we're just shy of getting a second full trailer off here. We will go and pick them up from our other wheat field, field 12A, top off with 3 more stacks from that, and make a little bit of extra money. But in total, I'm really pleased with this field. This has worked well. Just want to bring this over here and get the last 4 bales. I'm going to undo those 2 straps there and those 2 straps there. And then we've got these 2 stacks of bales here. 2 stacks of 2. And they should just top off this trailer for now. And then we'll go up to, as I said, we'll go up to field 12A. We've got a whole load of bales up there. And we'll get them on there. And that'll probably be it for today for selling off bales. That will give us a nice chunk. And that's because I want to get this Massey Ferguson doing some slurry spreading. We've got a whole load of slurry. In fact, we're full on slurry at the moment, so we need to use some of it up, and we have plenty of fields that could be taking it, so we will probably try and get it on the field that we've just done the work on and got the mulching done on. As I said, if we can get field 14 to be a field of winter canola, that'll go a long way to helping us. But getting it to be a field of winter canola, that's going to be the trouble. It's got to be prepared and seeded before the end of October. If we can't do that, then it's going to be an issue. And this is why I don't think we can get more than one field of canola done and still have all 3 fields of the winter wheat done as well. On the plus side, as I bring the zebra up here, it looks like the mulcher has finished on field 14. So we'll jump out of here and switch over. Yep, field 14 has been mulched. So start it up. We will clear this course off here and bring it round to field 12B. And then I can set a new course. Bring 12B over as much as we can. Yeah, same settings as the last one. Generate me a fieldwork course. And that is spot on. Yeah, liking that a lot. So let's go and take this down to the bottom corner and get this started. And the first point is down here somewhere. In fact, there it is. So switch our course plate over to first waypoint and away it goes. And then this field will be ready to get some winter wheat in next month. So we need 6 more bales off this field. Let's go for an area that's fairly dense in them. Right, and unstrap all of those. And then we can go and grab our front loader tractor here. Yeah, which is still running. And pop out. We'll start grabbing some bales to stack on our trailer. The last 2 bales to get on this trailer here. I'm going to stack them carefully on it. In fact, no, I'm not low enough in the bales. So we talked about this earlier. This will not reach high enough. So go down low, pick it up, and try and slot it on this rear section here. It's a little bit backwards, but whoa, not too far. Pull out. There we go. And before everything falls off, we'll just get the straps on. Yeah, that's a little bit wonky, but that is on there. And we can go and get some more. How many more bales we got on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 more bales on here. So an odd number and not a full trailer's worth. So yeah, we'll be able to empty this field with 1 more load and fill up the rest of them from field 6 and then get field 6 done as well. So yeah, fair amount of bales to go, and we should end up with well over 50, probably even as much as 60,000 from selling all of these bales. Beacons off, and off we go down to the sell point. So round 2, and we're turning into Attingham Livestock Services, where our bale sell point is. We're expecting roughly another 16,000 here. Bring this around and in. Oh, come on. We can make a ton of money today. It's just going to make things so much easier for us going to the last stages of this. In it goes, and bam, done. Right, off and off and off and off and off and whoa. I missed it. Got a load held up there by that. And yeah, it's that back one. That's what's happened there. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. I think we're up to 28,000. So yeah, that seems about right. Another 16,000 on top. Awesome. We're going to head up to the farm. I'm going to drop this trailer off now because I want to start getting some slurry on the field. And maybe, just maybe, we might be able to get field 14 planted with some canola next time. Back down to the farm, and as I'm not going to be... as I am going to be, in fact, using this trailer again, I'm just going to park it here and not put it into the barn. So disconnect those. Let's bring this round. But now that I have a bit of money in the bank, we don't need to worry about selling the bales quite so quickly. We can sell them when they're a bit closer to their best price. But now we can hook this up here. And yeah, I think we're going to get at least one tank of slurry done today. Whether we get any more than that, that is going to be a good question. And the trouble I've got is that, yes, we are putting slurry on a sorghum field. So that means that's really where the canola is supposed to go. I'll back it up. At least these sorghum fields themselves, the wheat fields, those are not going to need to have slurry on them because sorghum does not need the extra nitrogen for it. Right, bring this down to the bottom. We'll turn our beacons off and we'll turn the slurry on. Away we go, and we're just getting that amount up just a little bit to make things a bit easier on us. That's gone fairly far actually for that first row. All the way down and a little bit back. Should be able to go back through this field again. This probably isn't the wisest way to be doing this. Would be compacting the ground a bit, but it does give us the quickest route that we can to refill our slurry tanker. We have a lot of slurry available to us at the moment, so that's really useful. Let's refill this and then we can have another go. Our post-harvest nitrogen levels on all of our fields actually aren't too bad. I think we're looking at a fairly strong setup here as far as that goes. You know, veering a little bit off to the left, but that's kind of the way the field goes at the moment. But yeah, this is taking us up into a really decent level that is not going to take much for our fields to or much fertilizer when we're planting to actually pop up. So I'm very happy with that. That's a good way to be going on here. The more our slurry reduces the cost, the better. And as I've said many times before, this does not have to be perfect. We can leave little gaps. You can see it. In fact, on the map is actually really good coverage even when we do leave a little gap. It just needs to be enough to reduce our overall cost of doing this, of fertilizing these fields. If it takes it down by sort of 50%, that makes a big difference. That saves us a huge amount of money, and it's all byproduct from our pigs, which in themselves bring us in great money. So yeah, it's not an issue whatsoever. Missing bits, because we never have enough slurry on here anyway to cover all our fields. In fact, I will be surprised if this year we are able to cover all of the fields we want to, but we'll cover what we can, and that will help reduce our overall costs. This will be our last load of slurry for today. We should make it most of the way down the field and back a little bit. You can see leaving the gap there is not having much effect on our overall coverage, which is great. But yeah, I'm happy with our progress. We're about a third of the way through this field. We might not be able to get any winter canola into next time. We will have a look where we are. For now, though, I'm going to leave this here, so all that remains is for me to say
thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.